we're going to watch now is I got 2 clips of David Menzies. The first is him lamenting on the fact that he'll never get to see an Argos game anymore because he refuses to get vaccinated. And then the second clip is him delivering the what is it? He's delivering the petition that he had for a no vaccine passport petition. And so we're gonna see him deliver that to Queen's Park to Doug Ford. And hello, Dan Cullen. Hello. Oh.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto. Well, folks, I'm at BMO Field, the home of the Toronto Argonauts, and basically the reason I'm recording this video is that this is marking perhaps the last professional sports event I'm going to take in for the foreseeable future, perhaps forever.
He sounds legitimately touched by this. I don't know if I've ever heard that tone from him. He sounds legitimately sad. He even looks
No more
sad.
baseball.
Football.
They have football in Montreal?
Yeah.
Where's BMO?
No, BMO Field. Isn't that in
Montreal?
Toronto? I think this is Toronto. The Argonauts.
Why the fuck is Bank of Montreal Field in Toronto?
I don't know. Bank of Montreal is all over Canada. But
I
they
know.
own a field in Toronto, yeah.
Do you say BMO or do you say BMO?
BMO.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I
Boring.
said it too fast. What do you say? BMO? BMO.
BMO.
No, BMO.
BMO.
Never heard anyone say BMO, but like if you want to, I'm not gonna.
No, not BMO. BMO.
BMO.
Yeah.
BMO.
This is Bank of Montreal. Why would you pronounce the O? It's not Bank of Montreal of Ontario.
No, that is fair. But I don't know. Am I in the wrong here? I've always pronounced it BMO. I don't know. I don't know things anymore. My brain's done.
As you know, Premier Ford did a huge flip-flop regarding vaccinating passports. So on September 22nd, going to a pro sports event, much like going to an indoor restaurant or a gym or a movie theater, well, you've got to have the jabs or else you are persona non grata. And it's kind of funny, the Argos are hosting the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Do you recall on Labor Day, we went to Steeltown to check out the Labor Day Classic?
He also sounds slightly
It's amazing because the Hamilton Tiger Cats
maybe he's
organization
drunk.
couldn't wait.
Yeah, like he was slurring like a little bit there.
He got drunk before recording because he was so sad.
I hope so.
Head start on the vaccine passport. It's already policy at Tim Hortons Field. Check it out.
It's stupid, shall I say? It's not just silly, it's stupid. I've had COVID, I've been vaccinated twice, and I still have to wear this while I sit in the open air.
Since the time.
Yes. I hate, like, oh my god.
It's difficult because, like, chances are that lady's fine with masks and is asked, like, how do you feel about wearing masks? And, like, yeah. If you're just a regular person and as somebody who wears masks and is pro-mask, I fucking hate masks too. They're annoying to wear. They're no fun. So, like, I don't know, like, yeah. But then, like, because it's Rebel News and it's Rebel News asking the question, then, like, they get to frame it as, like, oh, even the vaccinated are against masks and whatever. It's like, fuck off, like.
I don't mean to, like, interject, but Simone is, like, in the most awkward position ever. It is almost the whole length of the camera.
Hell yeah.
I gotta put her down.
Oh, Simone.
But yeah, I mean, it's quite possible that she actually, like, agrees with the sort of, like, I should just not be allowed to wear masks anymore. Or, as you said, they could be deceptively editing her, where, like, maybe she ends that by going, but even though I'm angry about it, I still understand the science and blah, blah. You know what I mean? We'll never know.
Ticats mandated this on their own. Does that make you not want to be a Ticat supporter anymore, or do you love the team so much?
No, I love the team since I just lived up the street, right around the stadium.
Okay.
It's just all so wrong.
Yeah, because if that rule didn't exist, I assume you're one of the butts in the seats today.
I would be at the game. I used to go to every game. I had season ticket holder for 25 years.
Yeah, so a lot of sad Tiger Cats fans who are not vaccinated, they are relegated to watching the game on TV, as will be the case with me, really, because I have no plans as of yet to get vaccinated, so I won't be able to go to BMO Field or the Sky Dome or Scotiabank Arena. All the Toronto sports teams will be a bridge too far for me. We've got a kind of funny system of apartheid taking place right now, don't we, folks?
You know, there's a level where it's like super insensitive for him to like frame it that way, but then you're just like, it's all so because he just refuses to get vaccinated. It's like, dude, just get vaccinated. Then you can just enjoy all the football you've ever wanted. you can just enjoy it all. Go for it.
I mean, like they have their apartheid comparisons, they have their Holocaust comparisons, they have their like.
Yeah, they would be the ones who denied all of that too. Is like the other end of that, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I mean, they have had like they call it apartheid, they call it like the Holocaust, and they have had Holocaust deniers and apartheid apologists on their show so many times.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, if you think those ones weren't that bad, then like, why are you complaining about? God, your little whiny little shit fest.
Do you think he's vaccinated though? Part of me is like, I don't know. He's probably actually vaccinated, but then this clip makes me go, I feel the emotion from him. Maybe he really isn't vaccinated.
I don't think he's vaccinated. I
That,
bet like half the staff of Rebel are and just are quiet about it. And I bet David isn't. Yeah.
He is a true believer. You say the vaccine's bad, boss?
No. I don't even. Yeah. See, I don't know if it's a true believer or if he just trusts that nobody else is vaccinated too, so he won't do it.
No, it's clearly follow the leader. It has nothing. He's just like, Ezra's bad, and he's like, you sure, boss? Okay.
See, I bet Ezra's vaccinated though.
Oh yeah, no. For sure. For sure. But he's a slippery snake. David Menzies is just a yes man.
If you've got the jabs, you're a first-class citizen, and if you don't, well, go home and watch the game on TV.
His voice cracked. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Folks, if you've got the jabs, you're a first-class citizen, and if you don't...
Oh, he's gonna burst into tears.
His voice cracked. They can't decide if the Holocaust was A, not real, B, good, C, bad, but only equally as bad as having to wear a mask to Costco. Correct. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That voice crack was amazing. I want to hear it one more time. That's beautiful. Oh, dear Lord.
First-class citizen, and if you don't, well, go home and watch the game on TV.
Oh.
In any event, I hope it's going to be a good game, one to remember. As
Can you clip
going to be my
the
last
voice crack only? Oh, he's slurring his words so bad though. Go back just like two.
No,
like,
we're doing it again. We're going in for
Yeah, we're doing the whole thing.
First-class citizen, and if you don't, well, go home and watch the game on TV. In any event, I hope it's going to be a good game, one to remember, as it's probably going to be my last for a very, very long time. And in retrospect, when you look at the record of the likes of the Leafs and the Argos and so on, well, maybe they're doing me a favor, preventing me from buying their high-priced tickets. These stadiums are typically factories of sadness. I mean, with the Leafs, they haven't won the Stanley Cup since 1967. So in a perverse fashion, perhaps they're doing me a favor by preventing me from getting into the building in the first
Justifying
place.
it to himself.
For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Man.
He's got like, I don't know if you can notice it. It feels like there's like white. He's like foaming at the mouth too.
Yeah.
I'm
What if we
David the
find out he had a
Menzoid
stroke
Menzies.
after this?
Oh yeah. Dear Lord. Yep. Okay. I mean, he seems to be still alive because he then was able to do this report here. So. But yeah, all that sadness just because he can't go to an Argos game. All right. So yeah, the premise of this video, we got the sadness over not attending an Argos event, and now this is them delivering these. They had a petition and they're delivering it to Doug Ford, saying no to the vaccine passport. Now the vaccine passport has already been initiated, so I guess this is saying stop at the rollout, maybe. But like the initial one was just no vaccine passport. I feel the need to clarify. I do not think wearing a mask to Costco is bad, and the comparison, while easy to mock, is still totally appalling to me. Oh no, that is the joke though. Is like you are correct that that's what they think, which is like terrifying. I did not think that you were personally belittling it. That what's happening in your joke is like that's actually what they believe, which is terrifying. Totally did.
Yeah.
And like, let me tell you, as someone who listens to the content, that's what they actually fucking believe. All three of those. That's the thing is, they somehow keep in their head like A, B, and C all exist in their head all at once.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto. Well, folks, I am standing in front of Queen's Park, the Ontario Legislature. I have a petition to deliver to Doug Ford. Wow, you could do arm
He doesn't
crawls
look
with this.
alive, though, I gotta
It's
say.
more
Maybe he has COVID. But he didn't get vaccinated, so maybe. What
Weekend
else?
at Menzies.
I also have to say, I guess like there is like a weekend at Menzies. It took a few seconds for it to like enter my brain. I guess there is like a process that it has to be like paper for the petition to matter. Maybe like I remember when we were doing petitions for like the student stuff that there was something going on there, but I can't remember. But at the same time, I'm like, this is a digital thing. Like you could have submitted it that way. Like I don't know, did you need to like print off all the names on your shitty petition? I don't know.
I think we should tag
You could
Xerox in a
do
comment
arm
on this
curls with
video.
this.
Just ask if they support this content.
Xerox themselves?
Yeah.
You get the guy just down at Kinko's, be like, I don't know, man. I just fill out the order.
Yeah.
It's more than 1,500 pages long of your names on our no vaccine passports petition. Get a load of this. More than 125,000 signatures. I dare say this is one of the biggest petitions ever delivered.
That seems like a lot, but I
God.
will say they did not meet their goal. And not only that, their original goal was 200,000 signatures. And they only got 129,000.
I wonder if they reduced the goal just to like do this screenshot so it looked like they got a lot closer than they did.
I think they reduced it definitely because like I think a week before this or like 2 weeks ago or something like this. Here's the other thing. This has been up on their website for like over a month. Because we first talked about this on podcasts we've already released, and we've been delayed in recording because we're like catching up on like releasing the recordings. So like
This does sound vaguely familiar, yeah.
this petition has been up there for a very long time.
To the folks here at Queen's Park, and it reads, no vaccine passports. Canadians should not be discriminated against for their medical history. That's private. Stop vaccine passports in Canada. And like I said, more than 125,000 of you took the time to sign that petition. Well, we're going to drop it off. I don't know if Doug Ford is ever going to glance at it. I mean, there's no recipe in here for cherry cheesecake after all. We know how important that is to the Premier. Nevertheless, we promised we would deliver it to those empowered to make your voices heard. And that's exactly what we're going to do about this very important issue that is just dividing Canadians coast to coast in such an unnecessary fashion.
What a weird shot. I have to say, what a weird staging for this fucking shot. There's also like something. Could you imagine any other news organization doing something like this?
Why is he on his phone?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird shot. You know, the mic laying on the bench beside the box. I'm just thinking like
Did he got tired and had to sit down?
Oh, definitely. I think he's trying to find out where he has to deliver the box. That's what I think is going on here. But could you imagine like a CTV journalist doing a petition like this and sending it into like a thing? Like there's just so many levels of this, which is like for them to be talking about how all the other media organizations are biased or not doing real journalism. And it's like you're delivering a petition. This is activism to a certain extent. It's not activism I agree with, but it's activism, you know?
Yeah. It is very like yeah, like this isn't journalism. This is I don't think you can like film you presenting your own petition to Parliament or to the legislature and be like, "Whoa, get it here first, folks. Get this fresh news story hot off the presses. We did this."
I mean, like that's like
You're a propaganda page, like.
No, I know, and like all their coverage is that, right? It's all like, look at us cover the stuff that we generated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these protests that we hyped and participated in, and now we get to cover them, like in more detail as they like gained momentum. You know, like and the thing is, like that's always been the case. There's just something about him delivering a box full of petitions that like really lets that sink in for me.
So off we go to drop.
Sorry.
Sad. Oh, it's just like sad.
It is. There is a level of sad to it.
Up it off. Good. You know what? I don't know where to. This is actually a petition. I'm going to put it down because it weighs a ton. It's like over 1,500 pages. It's for no vaccine passports.
Okay. I love how they keep hyping as well that it's 1,500 pages. And I feel like because that's more than the number of signatures they have, right? Oh, no, wait. 1,500. Yeah. No, because they had 120 or 100, close to 130,000 signatures. Why wouldn't you just say that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe 1,500 pages, like it sounds like big.
It's a real heavy box.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to drop it off to Premier Ford.
Okay.
I know you'll be devastated the fact that there's no recipe for cherry cheesecake in there. But nevertheless, I'm not sure what the protocol is or where we bring it.
It's being delivered, goes in through our mailroom around the back.
Oh, around the back?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Just you know where that parking lot is? Just
I do, yeah. So we just go around the side there.
But it'll need a mailing address for him and your return address on it.
Oh, okay then.
In order for them to accept it.
Okay then.
I can give you his mailing address.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
This is riveting.
See how helpful that officer was? She gave us the label for Doug Ford's mailing address, you know.
Do notice no mask on this cop.
Yeah. 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 It's also just like, I don't know, fuck the police. But like also like the cherry cheesecake joke. I just know that like we have to come up. That's another thing I gotta do. I gotta come up with a cherry cheesecake emote because that's gonna be happening next year in the run up to the election. Guarantee you. Oh, there was an appearance by my wife. You saw her hand floating in the background. And hello, Nam. I hope you had fun canvassing. But you didn't want to wave at the camera? Beautiful. Wonderful. What were you just about to ask about? The cherry cheesecake or the wife's hand in the purse or the police without a mask? Or all of the above?
I wasn't gonna ask about anything. It was more just.
No, Nam said I was
Oh,
just going to
just-
ask about that.
Now I'm just gonna ask about hand history.
Hand mystery.
It is Canada. We are a land of trees.
opposite,
We
not
need
land
to
of
do the
Mexico.
paperwork, and we have done so. So let's bring it to the drop-off area. Wow, how'd you know? You must be psychic. Hey, then, absolutely. It's a bit heavy. So can I leave this with you, officer? Or?
You cannot. Do you have a mask? You can bring it in.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
have a mask on you?
I don't.
I can get one for you,
Okay,
but you'll bring it in, but only yourself can go in.
fair enough.
We're good with that?
Okay,
Do you mind just waiting out here for a second?
I will. No problem.
He's so compliant to that police officer that he's never compliant to anyone else.
Is he gonna wear the mask though?
He's gonna have to, I guess.
Got to mask up.
We shall see.
All
Okay.
these people that are vaccinated, you think that would be by the wayside by now, but I don't think so. I think this is going to go on. Masks, jabs, lockdowns, being told what to do, where to go. Anyway. Well,
Oh my god, you know what that reminds this like monologue here is just like this is such an old timey movie. I feel like I'm in some like weird mafia film or something like. You know, young Mickey still runs the neighborhood over here. It's gonna be like this forever.
mask up. With all these people that are vaccinated, you
Yeah,
think
read
that would
the
be
monologue.
by the wayside by now?
Yeah.
But I don't think so. I
Look,
think
it's-
this
He's
is
about to
gonna
get
go
killed
on.
by the cops.
Masks,
Yeah.
jabs, lockdowns, being told what to do, where to go. Anyway. Well, that is that, folks.
That was very
we have
artistic. I
delivered
almost feel like I'm watching
the
like a
petition to the mailroom.
like a film.
Hopefully the Premier will take a few seconds, at least a glance at how so many of you, like I said before, over 125,000 of you, do not want anything to do with vaccine passports. You know, like the Premier himself didn't want anything to do with vaccine passports back in August, and then he did one of his famous flip-flops. How sad. It makes you wonder who's pulling the strings here, but we have delivered what we said we would. Whether this will bring around any tangible results, that will remain to
It
be
won't.
seen, but at least your voices are being heard, and certainly
At the very
you're not having your voices heard by anyone with the mainstream media. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Tim, that makes me sad. I gotta say.
I miss the day when "Gotta Mask Up" was something you only heard from Antifa super soldiers when the Fash were out. There was
I just
go for it.
just keep reflecting on the fact that like the People's Party would not have fucking active rallies if the pandemic weren't going on, because they would be getting countered every single time they tried to do anything. But we can't fucking do it because there's a pandemic and most of us don't want to die.
Yeah.
Hello, my rebels. Hello, my rebels. I'm a good boy. I'm a weirdo.